Hello everyone, hope we're all good. And so here is a video of demonstrating two fans that have talking about fans that have changed over the years. And so I've used two good fans for good built quality examples. So the best built one I've chosen to be the 1980s Micromark 9-inch, and the one I've also chosen to be a good example of cheap and nasty is the 2021 Status 9-inch desk fan just there. And so we're just going to be demonstrating these two and talking about how the 9-inch desk fans have changed over the years. First off, built quality. Now that was a very good example. The front grille and back grille on the 1980s Micromark is incredibly solid. Whereas on the Status 9-inch, the metal on the Status 9-inch desk fan, the metal of the front grille and back grille is incredibly flimsy and certainly not the greatest built quality. Next bit, that was another good example of testing the quality of the base. Now obviously the Micromark has the best quality of the base, whereas the Status is not good at all. And also quality of the motor casings. And obviously again the Micromark is the best one. The motor housing on the motor casings, the motor casing on the Micromark is incredibly good quality, whereas the Status, I could sense it when I was tapping it, is the motor casing on the Status is not good at all. Micromark's the best, Status is not good at all. Next up, quality of the badge. Whereas with this example, with the Micromark's badge, sometimes when you tap on a cheap and nasty fan's badge, the fan moves about as well. But on the Micromark, it doesn't, only it's a bit the head moves. But on the Status, the head moves up and down. Whereas on the Micromark, it doesn't. Only moves slightly, but that's just because it will. Because I'm doing all my pressure on that. So again, that's not good. So yes, the build quality on the Micromark is obviously the most best. The Status is a bit of a failure, I'm afraid, but the Status 9-inch is actually okay in airflow quality. The airflow isn't great on the Status 9-inch, but it's okay. Obviously the Micromark is the best because the Micromark's more powerful. And so now switch quality, which I called the last bit. Obviously the Micromark's the best again. The Status is not good at all. And so I guess we'll just switch them on then. Yeah, so we'll switch them on now, and then we'll test the airflow quality. So I think airflow quality on the micro marks the best. On status it's not so good. Status has got a bit of powerfulness with it, I'll give it that. But obviously the micro marks are most best. And so yeah. That's the highest speed setting. Obviously the micro mark's more powerful, whereas the status isn't good at all. And so yeah, I'll just demonstrate oscillation. Now, as you can probably see that the micro mark is the most best one oscillating, whereas the status is going a bit fast. Whereas if the micro mark goes a bit slower, then the air properly gets around, whereas with the status it's a little bit too fast. Now I've switched them to low speed level oscillation, and again the micro mark's probably the most best, because the micro mark again is more quiet and powerful. Whereas the status still oscillating pretty fast. I'll just wait for the micro mark to stop oscillating. Now I'll just demonstrate the spin down. Now I don't know what to say, but I think the micro mark still has the best spin down. The status just takes long to spin down. I don't know why it does. It just does. And so yeah. So obviously for this video and for this video, the micro mark does the best, whereas the status isn't the greatest. And so yeah. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and see ya.